Huh. A silent menu. That's what it feels like, a Polaroid taken using the flash and presented with no context. Hello everyone, and welcome to Cursed Digicam. The latest from the incredibly prolific developer Chilla's art, and one which I am super intrigued by. This one actually caught me really off guard. This came out of nowhere. I check the Chilla's Art Steam page fairly frequently to see what's coming up, and there's one that is kind of a monster hunt that I've been looking at for a while. This I was completely unaware of, and in fact it's been out for like 4 days without me even knowing about it. But that's just one of many things that's making this seem even more mysterious. The only thing I've been able to gather is that apparently we have to look for ghosts using a haunted camera. This one might be fairly different from what we've seen from them before, and I can't wait to see what it's like. I can play on the swing by myself. I'll show you. Okay, from here to the slide. Let's see who will get there first. Ready? Go! My daughter died in our local park. I can't sleep since then. She torments me every day and night. She's still bound to this world. I must free her. She is no longer here with me. Lost spirit, liberation, method. After some searching, I found a website perfect for my needs. That is so creepy. A website that allows a lingering spirit to be liberated. Already we can, feel that presence. This reminds me a lot of, Lake Mungo. The website states, take pictures of your deceased loved ones with a camera made by a medium, and upload 15 photos. You will then receive a message from the spirit. I don't know if I can really trust this, but it's the only way. I was one of the lucky few who got a hold of the special camera, and I was relieved to know that my girl could finally rest in peace. Spacebar to use camera, left mouse to take photo, tab to check, and the rest is as usual. Why are we starting off in a bathroom stall? What is that terrifying looking mascot? And the state of the poster isn't doing it any favors. Okay, so we need 15 photos in order to help her move on. Obviously the site seems seedy, but in our situation, we're desperate, we'll believe anything. To me, there's just something really creepy about being haunted by the ghost of a loved one. I mean, the idea of being able to reconnect with someone who is lost, but it doesn't feel like them. And now when we see them, it fills us with dread. I think there's something about that that twists the knife even further. That sense of being unfamiliar with them. But anyway, we've got to start looking. Oh my god! Hi! You weren't. Okay, we can only see you with the camera up. And that opens the door. Okay, we can check our photo here. Now that is interesting. I don't think it is going to play like Fatal Frame, but it's a similar concept. It said she died here, but we have no idea how, or at least our character hasn't revealed it. Daddy, I'm sorry I called you. When are you coming back? Thing is, my head hurts a little. Are you coming home soon? Okay. Listen to that drone of a soundtrack. There's such a strange loneliness. It feels like no one can help. By crossing that threshold, we can return home, I suppose. Can we maybe see you from right here? Oh. I feel reluctant to, like, turn or pan my view in this screen. I'm actually especially wary of reflections right now. Wait. I think that was that door. 3210. Okay, that must be important for something later. These textures are really getting chewed up here. I don't know what's going on with that. But I know even less what's going on with you. Is there a reason to take pictures of these? There's a limit of 40, though. So that's another issue. Yeah, I don't know if I should be wasting shots on this. There's some kids over there. Wait. 1006. There's numbers painted everywhere. We found those too. I suspect we'll find some more. Just carrying on a hearty little conversation in the middle of the street? Doesn't seem safe. Ah! That was reflexive. She had, like, her arms around him. He doesn't even know. He doesn't feel a thing. It's the kind of thing that would make me really doubt myself. And we do have to doubt our character. You say you're being tormented by her. $2,029. When we're looking through this view, it crops to that 4:3 aspect ratio or something like it. Yeah, it makes me afraid to pan around. Like, it seems like these scares will be static in the environment. What about the bathroom on the opposite side? I don't like this. This is an announcement from the elementary school. There's been a report of a missing child. It is unsafe to be out late. Please return home before 6 p.m. Now I'm imagining this thing wandering the park after dark. Now, is that our daughter they're referring to? Like, is this super recent, or is there someone else who's gone missing now? I dread the thought of crawling in there. Look. She's peeking out from the lunchbox. This is such a creepy concept. And it's so weird because it's someone we should be, if anything, happy to see, but it doesn't come off that way. The only thing is, like, if that last one is anything to go by, I don't know how much I like how we can just kind of, like, linger on them for a while. That sort of takes away some of the bite. But it's making us see this world in two ways, making us feel all alone, even in public. 4253. I can't find you anywhere. You're saying to return home. You're saying to return home. I don't know if that means we should be leaving now, or if we should intensify our efforts. I have a feeling a lot will probably be revealed through the achievements of this game. I want to find as much as I... What is up with this tree? Look. Physical evidence. Physical... My name's Mitsuka. I love my dad. With my dad, I would often go to the neighborhood park. But we haven't been able to go because my dad has been very busy lately. When will be the next time we'll go to the park together? Did anyone else hear that, or is it just me? Oh my god. And while it's showing me the picture, I can see the background glitching out, and it feels like there's something I should be seeing behind it. Some of these may only reveal you if I get close. This concept, on its face, I find it so creepy, and it's the kind of thing that just has us repeatedly seeking out and walking into scares. I will admit, though, that sometimes it does look a little funny. What if I try from the other? Sometimes you're only visible from a certain angle. Did you hear that? We just lost all that time in an instant. Did you not like that? I can't understand if you want me to seek you out or not. It is truly dark. It's that thing. Oh my god! What? It was you! Like, physically you! So there is something else out here. This really is... Her backpack. Yeah, I figured you'd be reaching out. I love playing in the park with my dad. I was never good with heights, so I couldn't go down the slide. I can now slide down by myself after practicing with my dad. Next time I want to be able to do the kickover on bars. My dad is very busy right now. I hope to practice with my dad soon. This all feels like the nightmare of a grief-stricken parent. We have our task, but at the same time, none of this makes sense. Losing time, nobody else reacting to this stuff, including things they should be able to hear. And more importantly, a clear villain. I'm starting to wonder if maybe this wasn't just an honest accident that happened while we were here and we feel responsible. I can hear what sounds like gurgling. Shoes. Your little hat. It's like you're drowning yourself at the end in a downpour. Imagine if we died right there. It sure looked like that was what we were doing. So we'll have to keep an ear out as well for when you're near. Is there perhaps any reason to go back to these places? Doesn't seem so, but anything to stand in the light for a moment. My God. We really are just like walking from one jump scare to the next, but you don't only show up on camera. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think more of these are appearing as we go. Any frame from this looks like it could be some lost photo. Park after dark! Like... But you're not here when we come around the corner, of course. Just walking around in a playground at night, pursued by 2 distinct entities. Looking through the camera actually seems to be brighter than our own eyes, which is strange. But the buzz means there must be something nearby. And sometimes what's revealed in the photo is not what we saw, even looking through the viewfinder. A girl in the 1st grade has been reported missing. Yesterday, around 8 p.m. Eyes are definitely drawn to the lights on the balconies above. But there's no zoom function. This, I knew it. Also, we're apparently a vampire, so... The door. Yeah! I saw you! That image without context. I love this. I love being left with that one still image, usually fired off in a panic, and you just kind of have to sit there and process it while knowing it's not even there anymore. Like there's nothing to be done but try and take it in as a form of therapy to yourself. Anything else? Do those boots mean anything? Not that I can see. Let's take a moment to review what we have. One of her. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I believe we need 3 more. Eyes. Oh no. I can actually climb into the tunnels. Which makes me wonder if there's not a certain angle that can be captured, maybe of the boots? God, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. No. The fact that it actually lets us mess with this playground equipment. My God. I didn't even get you. What else am I to do? See, that's the thing, is I'm worried about going home now. Like, have I found everything here, or do I need to move on? Oh my... Howdy. Following the static, that's how we do this. It's not even static, that is the sound of the bugs crawling. Right, I think one always unlocks the next. I think that's how this works. I had to climb in. I can't put the camera down. I could only see that on camera. That's why I couldn't put it away. There's been repeated reference to water and drowning, but we also saw blood on the dome over there. Which makes me wonder what did happen to her. Because it doesn't say she went missing, it just says she died at the park. Only from one angle can I see through here. Those are... oh. Those are like mutilated remains, as if the tire is a portal. I swear I just heard something. Like something moving that wasn't me. That should actually be number 15. Believe me, I've been counting. Is there really not anything up there? Nope, we just had to be standing in the right spot. And we just got the achievement, Find All Mascot. Alright, does that mean we're good now? This soundtrack, it's so, like, hollow but heavy. Like, it really does feel, combined with the darkness, like we're just wading through this thickness. And it all goes into that nightmarish quality that I was talking about. Wait. That shadow only appears on camera. I guess that counts! And I just got the achievement for taking all photos at night. But wait, I didn't even get a chance to look around more before. I guess this one doesn't matter. I guess that means we're done then, right? All mascots, all ghost photos. I should probably delete some then, right? Like you, and you, all the ones that don't show anything. But that's more than 15 now, right? Alright, let's go. Please select a photo of your loved one's spirit. Warning, photos must be taken within 13 days after death. What is this, some kind of... what if we got, like, the extended ghost warranty? I mean, my god, that is so funny how it's worded. Okay, please select one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that. I didn't even see what that captured. What that captured was not what we were seeing. 13. There she is. It's like those double exposure ghost images. 14. No, not you. Or you. 15. I think that's enough. She was chased into the stall we started in. She's still here. We've really let this place go, huh? You know, garbage bags and bugs and beer cans have been kind of a recurring theme even in the park. Which kind of leads me to believe that maybe it is more a reflection of ourselves than what actually happened. We can still look for her. Do you hear that? It was like a grinding sound, like something's dragging nails behind the wall. Are you horsing around? Oh my god. It's always that second where you're like waiting for the reveal, because some of these get so much worse. It's like a 2-tier jump scare. And it's not even another room, it's just a closet. That door just closed behind us. Your shadow is there. It's so dark. This camera may as well be our flashlight. I wonder, is this our apartment overlooking the park? Did we see the mascot through one of these windows? Wait. It doesn't seem like I can step out. You know, some of your appearances here, like hanging in the shirt, seem more like mischief than a haunting. Although it doesn't do much to soften the blow. I wonder if these tags aren't because I have patron content disabled. I had meant to show it. Oh my god! You don't look like you always. I also suspect that some of these, maybe we have to be quick. This must be your room. Mitsuka. The door is locked and I can hear an intense sound of flies and bugs from beyond. Why is that door locked? See, I'm definitely, the more this goes on, the more I think about this being something in our own head. Because look at how we're living here. Oh, you're like in there. I'd seen the pattern, but I couldn't see you clearly. I thought it was just like stains on the thing. Okay. Only reason I came back was because of the sound. can open the opposite side as well. Oh! Imagine living like this. Imagine all of this in your own home. Can't open this. Nor this. If we look through the opposite... Hey, I can't pull the camera out. Hey! You're still here and the power went out. You were looking a little different this time, though. Oh no. This is like still camera found footage! Yeah, and you got me! That's not really fair. There you are. And photographing you keeps you at bay. It's just that in the dark of the apartment, we won't see you till you're close. Where am I going, though? Oh, this is so slow. But I always have to assume you're right around the corner. This is so creepy. I can just hear that. Oh my god, look at your body! The way you just come lurching out of the dark at me, looking like that. Where am I going, though? Am I just supposed to make my way back to the computer? Chainsaw, there's a chainsaw now. I can't see a thing. You get out of here. Oh, hi! Okay, this is starting to get a little irritating, actually. Okay, let's just run forward. This is her room. The anticipation is killing me. Hi! In the sea of drawings, you also appear. It's all just laid out here like it's trying to taunt me. And I don't understand what the connection is to this thing. This thing has got me really curious, and I'm gonna have a lot to say about it at the end. it's a question of what now. I wonder, this is probably all patron content, right? All the same picture of her holding the little mascot toy. But it's as clear a picture as we're going to get. Hang on. I have to select all of them. How would you even know that? But I guess the transfer has begun anyway. Mitsuka? Are you okay? Mitsuka? Mitsuka! I still don't have the camera. Missing person, Minami Kudan. That's... what? That's not her, but that's what we saw earlier. Yes? Game? That's the park. The one she shot in the beginning. Dad? I'm sorry I called. When are you coming home? The thing is, my head hurts a little. Are Are you coming home soon?
わかった。
Alright. Hello?
お父さんが
My father,
まなみちゃん
Manami Kudan,
を
was
しました。
killed by my dad. Excuse me? Excuse me? Wait, so that's her stuff that's in the room. I don't quite understand. Was that part of the ritual, or what? I don't even understand what to make of that. That came out of nowhere. And what's the connection to the mascot? Was that something that we ourselves used? I am left so baffled by that. But in this actually fairly interesting playable credits, seems like time is up. Maybe that was part of the ritual, or maybe we tried to have another daughter, someone we could make into her. But either way, I'm gonna have a lot of questions for when this is over. If I hang around until after the credits, will we get to see our final fate here? Here they come. No use fighting it. And we get the achievement, one ending. There's only one ending. Someone came back for the camera in the end. Alright, so that was Cursed Digicam. And we've unlocked Mitsuka's room. Wait, what does that do? And that was really cool. I'm actually have mixed thoughts on that one. First of all, it is fairly short and kind of confusing for its short runtime. But also, I really liked how gameplay focused this was. It was effectively what happens when Chilla's art decides to do a hidden object game. It's got a really dense and almost soupy soundtrack where there's just a constant rumble in the ears, a constant droning. And it's also, even during the daylight, it's also dreary and overcast. It makes sure to let you know that you are in public, and yet you still feel so isolated. You're looking for a loved one who you should be happy to see in any form, and yet they establish early on that this has ruined your life, that you need to make contact in order to send her away. And it makes every appearance feel like a jump scare, even if you have all the time in the world to look. Once it gets darker, it feels even more like you're just wading through molasses. And then it adds the other thing, that mascot, the connection to the story I still don't understand, but it's just this tall, leering thing that comes at you from out of the darkness, and it's like you're waiting for one jump scare that's creepy enough, and then you get jump scared when the jump scare isn't the one you expected. And the way it presents itself, especially when it runs at you in the apartment in the end, it kind of reminds me of like Trevor Henderson stuff. I think that's what I like the most about this one, is that it actively plays with what a jump scare even is. I mean, you're actively seeking them out. And in that, it has multiple ways to still get you anyway. First of all, you have the other world where you could be looking straight at something and only see what's there when you raise the camera, meaning that you're kind of, if you want to find these things, you're forced to slow yourself down. You can't just sprint headlong and just kind of close your eyes and wait for the sound to play. Well, actually, it's funny that I say that, because one of the best things about this is that these scares actually showed restraint, and none of them were actually accompanied by a scare chord, which means that it was entirely up to us the pace at which we discovered these things and how we felt about them. It didn't just play a loud sound to tell us you are scared, because it would have overshadowed the sightings themselves. Instead, so many of these are just there one moment, gone the next, and we're just left with the jitters that linger for so long afterwards. At least until the next one. The only time there was any sort of sound were, like, a couple of them had, like, an extra deep drone that accompanies them. And the fact that it uses that uneasy drone after a scare, and even then only does it a handful of times, I think it understands that more than the jolt of a loud jump scare, it wants to leave you with a persistent shiver after you see something, and that leaves so much more of an impression. It's cool because it's a game where we are inherently anticipating the jump scares because we're looking for them, but there's different little things it can do to still catch you off balance. Things like having the image that appears in the photo not actually be what we were looking at. The times where we see movement behind the photo that appears, and so we're frantically trying to get it off the screen, but of course when we do, whatever was there is gone. Sometimes it's the opposite, where you panic fire off a shot and the thing is already gone from in front of you, and so you're just waiting for that preview to fade in so that you can kind of confirm what was there that you're not really sure you saw. There's a lot going on there. That ending sequence with the mascot was really something else, because it gives us a few moments to get to grips with what the layout is, so that we know where we're going when it plunges us into darkness, where the only light we have is that scant amount of ambient light from the camera view itself. We're now dependent on that slowed down view as we slowly feel our way around, knowing that this tall, lanky something is in here with us. And in the beginning, we just hear it slowly lurching around in the dark. That ambient light is such a small radius that we need to listen out to those footsteps in order to know which direction to be looking so we can send it back. But then it starts sprinting at us, meaning from the time we hear those footsteps, we only have a moment to react, meaning we're always whipping around and firing off a flash into the dark, hoping that when it comes up, we'll see that thing, because if it's not there, we weren't facing the right way and we're already dead. But I am really curious to see what Mitsuka's room is. Oh, I see. This is basically a gallery for the patron content. That is so cool. But you're still here. Even your doll looks like it's had its neck snapped. Oh, and if I press continue, we can actually choose our level. It's considered 3 levels. I want to go back to the park and see if I can potentially find everything here. This is going to give the video a little bit of a weird structure, but here we are. There's one. If we look through here, I am actually not sure if I got that one earlier. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore you. It says there's 9 ghost sightings here. There's the kids playing. I talked about it earlier, but the fact that a section of this takes place in public during the day, I always love horror that can pull itself off in the daytime, because there is nothing quite so isolating as being in public and not being able to tell anyone what's going on. So this is actually extremely annoying. So at night, I had all the time I wanted and could leave when I wanted. But a guide says that here, when we take 7 photos, it will automatically go to night. So we have to reload in order to get this achievement. Oh, wait, no, I figured there would be something to do. I figured these boots would be to show us something. But look. There's like a face, a shadow projected over this. That was a really subtle and creepy one. That definitely feels like something. Oh, look at that! Appearing from behind the bars. Oh my god, and you... Yeah, there's another example of something you can do with that. We did just get the achievement. So that's everything in this part of the game, but each scare is like a jack-in-the-box where you're excited to find them, and yet you are almost afraid to click the shutter. I was also looking at the Steam forums for people's ideas for what exactly is going on in the story, and people are definitely really confused. I saw one person that pretty confidently said that we are actually divorced, that our daughter hasn't died at all, and that in an attempt to replace her, we abducted a girl from the park who then died in our care. Some of that sort of tracks, but some of it I have no idea where you got that from, so I don't know. I really don't know what to think of this, and I've seen other people like give competing theories. Thing is, if she's not dead, then how is she crawling out of the tub and calling the police on us at the end, the little snitch? And the only thing I can think of is maybe that's like us turning ourselves in, a manifestation of our guilt, but then what's the deal with the mascot? I have no idea what was going on in this game. But it was enjoyable and creepy, so I guess I can't complain too much. And I'm always a sucker for anything regarding like found footage or cameras where the player is actually in control of that stuff. I loved how gameplay oriented this was compared to other ones, even if it was as simple as just kind of crawling around looking for ghosts. I don't know, I just enjoy that sort of thing. I enjoy a game that is just a gallery of scares for us to explore. Oh, look. There's 3 chapters, right? I've gotten all of them in the daylight park and the nighttime park. I may as well get everything here for a complete experience, right? But something I noticed, and I don't think I really commented on it in the moment, one of the apparitions we've been seeing wasn't her. Or rather, wasn't our faux daughter. Rather, it was more of an adult woman, or maybe a teenager at best. Maybe that does lend credence to the idea that we're a widower or divorced. Still, I know this is going to be another one of those times where once we take a certain number of pictures, that door is going to open and that's going to be the end of it. So we need to make sure that we see as many as possible. I'm actually really annoyed that it's only in one of the 3 segments where we can move on at our own pace. Otherwise, we have to reload. We cannot get everything on a first run. Oh my god, hi. Oh, look at you, wedged behind the fridge. Your face all morphed. Oh my god. Yes, but sometimes you turn into the older version. I didn't see this before. Are you what leads me into the bathroom? Anything perhaps behind the couch? Wait, does that count? I'm seeing stains on the microwave that only appear in the camera view. Well, there is certainly something in there. But it doesn't go away when we take its picture. Ooh. Angling in nowhere. It's crazy how much you can hide in this small space. Some of these I found are conditional. I was really afraid of something there. I do keep hearing the flushing from in there, though, and there is, like, a reflection going on. Like lights on the left that I don't know if you'll be able to see. That's a good one. And there we go. We've got all 16 ghost photos. Now look, right there. It takes on the body of the adult woman. And I'm really curious what that means. Well, anyway, that was Cursed Digicam, and it was short, it was sweet. I definitely think it could have maybe done a little bit more with the concept, and, well, maybe could have been a little more coherent in its story. But it was creepy, and at the end of the day, what more can you ask for from a horror game? There was a lot of player involvement. It was genuinely quite fun. I love a horror game that is simultaneously intriguing and scary. The kind of thing where you push forward in spite of yourself. Maybe a little much asking for $8, but hey, I enjoyed it, and, well, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. I'm literally a child abductor who no one questions taking pictures of kids while I wander around the playground, huh? Well, maybe nobody asks me anything in exchange for me not asking them why they're playing in traffic.